Your child has so much potential, but your local schools may not be right for them. Check out K-12. K-12 powered schools are accredited tuition-free online public schools for students in kindergarten through 12th grade. This is not your typical homeschooling. With state-certified teachers specially trained to teach online, your child will learn at their speed, at home, with innovative, engaging technology. Join the more than 3 million families who have chosen K-12. Go to k12.com/podcast today to learn more. That's k12.com/podcast.
They say, may you live in interesting times. And ladies and gentlemen, boy, are we living in interesting times. And I think when you listen to this week's episode of Critical Hit, it's the second half of the second issue of this 6-issue miniseries that Brian has concocted. Oh, boy. If you think that that's bad, well, hashtag keep it cryptic. You guys who are on Twitter know what that means. Let's just say we recorded issue number 3 this week, and you're not going to want to miss that. In fact, if you want to know what comes up next, you can either wait an entire week like everyone else, or you can jump over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/major spoilers. That's patreon.com/major spoilers. We enjoy Patreon very much. We found that it does what we need it to do. They take care of all the back end for us. The rates are, the fees are, But after Patreon takes its share, after it gets its beak wet, all that money comes back to us and we put it right back into Major Spoilers. It doesn't go into my pocket. It doesn't go into some nefarious CEO somewhere and he's cackling and smoking cigars and laughing. No, we put all of the money that our patrons donate, like Salen or Bad Jokes Bespoke or all the people who upgraded their pledges this past week. Thank you so much for that. All that money goes right back into creating more entertainment for you. And if you find some value, you find some enjoyment in what we do on Critical Hit or any of the things that we do at Major Spoilers, then how about giving a little back? Head over to patreon.com/major spoilers right now. You can do it while you're listening to this show. Patreon.com/major spoilers and sign up for, whatever you can comfortably give. Might be $1 a month, might be $2 a month. I think the best bang for your buck right now is that silver level membership at $5 a month, where you get to hear next week's episode a week before everyone else. Plus, you get access to our Discord server, the secret channels in our Discord server, where you can talk about the patron-only release stuff, where you can listen to the GM Roundtable, where you can get access to so many other things. It's all going on at patreon.com/major spoilers. And look, maybe you have some extra cash now, but you're not sure about next month. There's also yearly memberships. You can sign up for a year in advance. I think there's a small discount that you get when you sign up for a year in advance. Again, all of that goes to making the entertainment that you're listening to right now possible. So thank you to everyone who is a patron. And if you're not a patron right now and you're considering it, we hope to see you on our Patreon page very soon. Patreon.com/major spoilers. Now, here is your episode. Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for checking us out this week as we continue our adventures in the Pacific Northwest with the Sentinel Comics RPG game. Brian, I think you've got something planned for us that I'm a little nervous about, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll see how this goes. We got another combat encounter to roll into last time.
On Critical Hit.
On Critical Hit.
Yes.
On Critical Hit.
This group of motley individuals has managed to locate some sort of underground lair that seems to be where the various beings have been taken and are now facing Grushamite and his various experimental minions in the central room of this location. And we'll be going into a combat here. So as usual, we'll let you all decide who wants to go first here.
Well, first, do we need to distribute our hero points from the last episode of Critical Hit?
Yeah, I was actually considering for our recording sessions, each one being individual
okay.
issue.
That's cool. All right. So for those of you that are listening, wondering what's going on, yes, 2 episodes in one night. Woo! And if you're a patron at patreon.com/major spoilers, you get to hear everything a week before everyone else. So there you go. All right.
Yeah.
You've got a battle for us.
Unfortunately, Ashport is a backup story. So you only get half a story per issue.
Hey, but it's weekly, so there. All right, turn orders, right, Brian?
Yeah, so go ahead and I'll let the heroes kick this off. So if one of you want to start off here, you have a room. Seems like there's that Grushamite individual in his hover chair. There seems to be some larger beings. These seem to be a bit more bipedal, humanoid shape than what you saw before, but still seem to be of similar construction. Round central body with rock-like skin and long spindly limbs. There's also some more smaller things, also similarly shaped, but more quadrupedal with similarly long spindly limbs and a round body with rock-like skin all around. And yeah, so if you want to kick it off, we'll take it from there.
My turn is going to be fairly simple, considering what happened last time when I got into combat and how quickly I went down. Yes, thank you.
On critical hit.
I think the first thing I'm going to do is use my draw power action, which I'm going to boost myself using absorption, and I get this bonus as persistent and exclusive for this combat.
Nice.
So I'm going to use absorption. I'm also going to use medicine, and then my green die, since we're in the green of this, and I'm going to roll that. And my mid die is a 4. So what is that, a +2?
That'd be correct.
Okay, so I'm going to have a constant +2 to it says exclusive, so that means only exclusive to me, right?
Well, that means if you get any other exclusive bonus, you only take the largest one.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
all right. That's my turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to boost myself and kind of make myself as small as possible so those big ugly rock things don't see me. And I'm gonna pass it off to Janora.
All right, cool. So I think so she was in her clever form from opening the door, and I think I'll just start it off by staying in the clever form for now, and she'll basically just again extend the weird feelery tentacles to the whole group and kind of and touch everyone gently, and there's a little just surge of energy, and I will use it to boost using shape shifting, unless people would prefer if I attack.
No, a big boost is a good way to start.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Let's do that then. So I get to use my max die, which is 6. So that's that's a +2, right?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Is that a +2, Brian, or is that a +3?
It's a +2.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, that's correct. It's a +2.
That's all right. Still.
+2 to everyone.
I don't know if you guys are looking at the character sheet, but down where it says abilities and then next to it says basic actions, you can click on that basic actions and it'll show you all of the basic actions.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh,
yep.
Sorry. I realize I guess that's just boost, or it doesn't say boost to everyone. It just says boost someone. Maybe that's not as good. Because it's boost, it just says boost or overcome, whereas it's my other one, the alien boost that boosts all nearby allies.
Okay.
So if it's all right with you, Brian, could I take a different action? Just because I realize taking my whole action to boost one person is probably not that useful at this point.
Sure.
All right, cool. Then she'll actually shift out of her weird form into surprise shift. So she'll like have like pull all her tentacles back in, and then burst them back out into that weird starfish form she was in before. And then telepathically she'll yell at the alien in the chair. It's like, what are you even trying to do here? This is such a bad idea. You're just drawing attention to yourself. And then slap one of the so it's the big stone rocky guys, and then there's spindly leg guys.
Yeah, and there's smaller round guys with. They both tend to have spindly limbs. The larger guys are more bipedal, vaguely reminiscent of a humanoid shape, but the smaller ones seem to be on 4 limbs, skittering about.
All right. I'll just go ahead and slap one of the big guys. So use close combat. All right, then I use my max die on that, which is shapeshifting, so that's going to be a 7.
Nice. All right, so we'll have the big guys. They are D10s here, so we'll have one of them roll for a save here. And roll a 4, so they do not succeed. So as being lieutenant beings, they will drop down 1 die size. So one of them takes a wallop and kind of goes flailing on the spindly limbs and falls to the ground, just to kind of serpentine back up. And who are you going to pass your turn to?
I guess I'll pass to the I'll pass right back to the lieutenants just to spread out the pain a little.
All right. Well, I think actually have them both kind of swinging at you, since you're the only ones that has initiated offensive actions here. So
that's reasonable. I will attack back the first one to attack me, because I'm in my weird form now, so I can do that.
All right.
So I will roll my single shape-shifting die.
Okay.
Which is a 4.
And it says attack back?
Yep.
Or how? Okay. So
it's when an opponent would attack you in close combat while in this form, you may attack or hinder them first by rolling your single shape-shifting die.
Fair enough. And so I got a 4, so I will have the D4 come at you, since the D8 has to take a second to recover, or the D10 come at you, I mean, and have them roll the save versus 4, and actually fail.
Nice.
So he also drops to a D8.
That's what I like to hear.
Camp that down there in case I need it for later. So now you got 2 D8s. So first, the D8 that you just hit is going to swing for 7 damage.
Ouch. Yeah, I didn't heal last time, so I am immediately knocked into my yellow.
Oh, okay. Well, then the second one's also going to swing at you.
Yeah, there's no like passive healing, right? Like you had to have taken the recover action.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
the second one will also swipe at you. We'll say a limb just kind of whips out while he's still rising up, and does 3 damage at you as well.
Ouch.
And we'll have them...
There's some weird ichor leaking out of this alien starfish.
Pass it to the Grushamite here. And basically in response to your earlier questions, like, what am I doing here? What I'm doing is building an army. And soon you will see the might of my capabilities. And as he starts pressing some buttons on his floating chair, some vats open up and a few more of the smaller skittery guys pop out here. I'll roll some dice here to determine exactly how many.
Oh, good. Only 1,000.
Yeah. Man, I hope you have to use your min die.
Well, kind of. So I make a number of minions equal to my max die, but will be the size of the min die. So 10 more D8 minions.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, wow. That is a lot.
Yes. So there's 4.
All right, Rob, Minion Maker versus Minion Maker, go.
Woo. Yeah, because each one of these guys have to attack us now, right? We're dead.
If
I
they work
think
the
given
same as
that-
mine, they don't act till his turn. But I don't think they work the
okay.
same as mine because they're.
Yeah, they will
No.
not act the same as yours.
Nope. I think at
And-
some point someone's going to have to throw it to the minions, and then we're going to get mobbed.
Yes, I think at this point I will go ahead and I'll throw it to Dicaius. As Janora basically asked for action in that way. Lieutenant's also
Well,
win.
I regret my
It's
question.
showtime. We're gonna create a minion, and by create I mean one of my bandmates is gonna join in on the fight.
Which one?
Let's see.
I choose
Create a
you,
minion using
basis.
Infernal. Probably the bassist, actually, yeah. So the big rock dude.
Hmm.
I don't have any bonuses on me right now, correct?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so I can't get any farms. So it's just roll.
You know, I feel like we should have at least have gotten like a one sentence, like the rest of the band is also monsters. 'Cause I definitely had not been picturing a 4-arm rock guy.
3-arm rock guy.
Oh, 3-arm rock guy. There you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
I assumed the other one was holding up his pants.
We wanted him to be weirder than normal.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna send him in there as a defense person. So he will be a D6 minion,
All right.
and then he gets to act at the start of my turn, and he will be I said a defender, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the action he will be able to make, because that's how this works. Is I choose one action, and that's the one they can take.
All right. And who are you passing the turn to?
I will
You here?
pass the turn. I want to pass the turn to the scene, but I feel like the scene will then pass the turn to the minions, and then we'll die. So I'll pass the turn to Nexo.
So, yeah, definitely it looks like Janora's in trouble. So I'm going to I should really just try and punch as many of these guys as possible, but my multi-action stuff doesn't get there until I'm in the yellow. So almost certainly next turn. So yeah, I'm going to do a mobile assist. So basically, she turned to a squid monster and attacked those guys, and they immediately jumped her. So I'm actually going to teleport. Basically, if these guys are both wailing on her, I'm going to teleport behind one of them. And you said that their limbs are like kind of long and spindly.
Yes.
So yeah, I will teleport
Fairly
and
technically, but they're ending in a clawed appendage.
yeah. So Nexa will appear into a kind of a slide tackle and will hook a foot tentacle with his legs, and then like flip over and get it into a tentacle lock. Because I don't know if the term leg lock references my legs or their legs. I guess it's probably my leg, so it's a leg lock. And I will use mobile assist. So I will boost another hero using teleportation and attack with my min die.
All right.
So we'll see if this attack even does anything. Teleportation, we'll use close combat, and then still in the green. So we'll roll that. Okay, so I will boost her with a 9, and then my mid die is a 6 against one of
With a
those
9?
lieutenants. Boost with a 9,
Okay.
so that's a
+3.
plus
right?
3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
And we will have one of the minions. Oh, failed to save. So, yep, you basically crack one of those open as some orange goo seems to flow out of it.
Nice.
And you gonna pass it to the scene or the minions?
I'll pass it to the scene.
All right. We will tick down one. Still in the green right now. And there is an environment in play here. So, yep, tick one down on the scene tracker. Still in the green as far as that goes here. But we will have also the environment initiate an action here. And basically, as automated turrets pop out of various holes in the wall and start blasting at you heroes, the invaders here. So we will roll. And each hero will take Mendai damage for 3 points.
Ow.
And then the
That puts
scene's
me in the
going
yellow.
to pass it to minions.
Uh-oh.
And yeah. So there's pretty much enough for 2 on everyone, with a few left over, 1 left over, and I think we'll have the extra one go towards Nexo. So first, Nexo.
Okay.
Going to take 1, 5, and 3 damage, respectively.
Okay, give
For
me
a
1
total of
second
9.
because I might have a response. So 1,
right.
then 5.
Yep.
Okay, so that 5-1, I can resist it. So when you would take damage, that would change your zone. Defend against that damage by rolling your single otherworldly mythos die. This is my extrasensory awareness. So we'll do just a single die, right? So
Yes.
4 against that 5, so I'll take 1.
Mhm.
And then 3 more. 1, 2,
Yep.
3. I actually managed to not get dunked into the yellow. Just barely. I had it scouted.
All right. Next, we'll go 2 on Genora, being the next aggressive target.
Yeah, I already
So
used my
first-
reaction, so I'm just
All
wrecked.
right. A 4 and a 1 to you.
All right, I am in the red.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot there's also a minion in play here. So I think we'll have 1 go to Dukaius for 2. 1 to his minion for a
Ow.
5. So you want to roll his die, see if he manages to make that save?
Sure.
It can happen. Ooh, he just makes it.
It happened.
Yay.
So he gets decreased to a D4 instead of being taken out. So there's that. And we'll have one of the last ones actually go on to Caius again for 2. And the
Yeah.
last one on to Tad for 1.
Oh. I got off easily there.
So far. And with that, that's the end of the round. We'll start the next one. And yeah, I think I'm going to pass it back to Tad just to see where this goes.
All right. I cannot do anything right now to my friends because we're still in the green and I am not yet in the yellow. I'm going to punch one of these minions in the face and try to get it away from Genora. So I'm going to use throw minion. I'm going to attack a minion using fitness. Whatever that minion rolls as a defense, attacks another target of your choice. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to use fitness and close combat and my green. And yeah. My mid die is a 6. And whatever that minion rolls as a defense attacks another minion.
Okay. So we'll
See
have
if I
that
can't knock a
first
couple of these minions out of the way.
minion.
Yeah,
Roll a
Tad's-
D8. Ooh.
Ooh,
Boo.
Well,
good and
luckily,
bad.
yeah, he saves, but he attacks a second minion with an 8. That one does not save, so you do manage to smash one minion, while the first one becomes a D6. And who you going to pass it to, Tad?
Sam, you don't have any way to heal up or do anything?
Oh no, I've got healing.
Okay, then I'm going to pass it over to Janora so she can heal herself up.
Cool. So after being just wailed on by those all the minions, the starfish form will start slowly like regenerating as like ichor starts pooling around her wounds. But it seems to actually like stick to her a little bit and make her a little bit slower. So I will use instinctive healing. So I get to I will hinder myself using shape shifting.
Can she use my bonus to subtract from that?
Or I could actually use it to add to, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to hinder myself using shape shifting using my min die, and then I'm going to recover health equal to my max plus mid die.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
So if
So you
I
can
could
add
use
that
that plus
to your
3
max.
bonus, yeah, I'll add that to my max if that's all right.
I thought it might have just been I forget what it was.
I got a plus 3 from somewhere.
Yeah, that's probably me. Just let me double check.
Sounds right. I believe you roll.
Yep. You're right.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. So my min die is 1, so that's is that like just a 0? Like that doesn't even hinder me?
A 1 would still hinder you for
Okay.
-1.
All right, fair enough. And then I'll heal with my max plus mid, which is so it's going to be 10 plus the 3 from Nexo, so I'll heal 13.
All
Nice.
Which takes me back into the yellow.
right. Very good. And who are you going to pass it to?
Oh boy. I'll pass it to the lieutenants.
All right. I think we're going to have them basically split their focus on who's been so far. Actually, Tad just squished some minions. Yeah, we'll have one of them attack Tad
No.
for 7. Oh, boy. And another one
That's all right. I'm in
attack
the yellow now.
Nexo for 8.
Okay. So if this is now a different round from the last
Yep.
time I was attacked, do I get to use my reaction power again?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for my extrasensory awareness.
All right.
1. So I take 7 damage.
Oh. Well, can't all be good rolls.
Yeah. Okay. I am solidly in the yellow.
All right, I think the lieutenants are going to pass it to the Grushamite. He's going to, again, fiercely tapping away on his hover chair and go, "Yes, my minions, get them!" And you see some sparks of electricity go over the minions as the rock-like skin kind of hardens into crystalline protrusions. And so he's going to boost the minions. Yep. Boost all the minions until the start of his next turn using science. So the mid die. All right, so with the 3, basically all of his minions will have a +1 bonus. And I think with that command, they surge forward. As I said, there's 8 of them. I will first have one attack. We'll just say Janora. Nope.
So I have a reaction. When another hero in the yellow or red zone would take damage, you may defend them using rolling your single hypodermic gun die.
All right,
So
you want to go ahead and
can I? Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
as it attacks, I fire my hypodermic gun, which puts some like numbing agent in the minion, so it's kind of loses control of its punch. And I roll a 10.
Oh, so it fully blocks that minion. We'll have another
Sweet.
one attack Nexo for 6.
Okay.
Sorry,
One,
Nexo. I only got the one reaction.
Go to Dukaius for 9. Ow. One to Dukaius's minion for 2. Go ahead and roll the d4 and see if he sticks around. Ah, he survives.
Yay.
What a boss.
One on
No,
Tad.
he's a minion.
I know. That's the
Oof.
discrepancy here.
I am in the red zone.
Ouch.
That's okay.
And
No regrets.
we got 3 more. I think they're
I'm
gonna.
also in the red.
You're also in the red? Okay.
I'll just have the d6 also attack Tad for 2.
Okay.
The penultimate d8 go after Nexo for 6. The final one to Janora for 4.
I will actually defend against that one using my void hardened skin, so I can roll my vitality die to defend.
All right.
I'm in the red.
I have a 4, so I negate that.
Nice. And I think that the minions will, or I will pass it to Dukaius.
Ew.
I know, right?
Oh, so
Is
my
everybody
minion
in the
acts at the
red?
start of the turn.
No, I'm in the yellow.
Okay.
So he does the defend action, which I assume since it's a minion, he just rolls his die, and that's what it is.
Yep, he just rolls his die, and that will apply to the next attack on him, or you can have him choose to use that on another hero.
Oh, he's gonna protect me for right now.
Okay.
Good
Well,
call.
basically, he holds on to the 4, so if he gets attacked,
Okay.
then it goes on to hit. He uses it to block.
Aha!
Otherwise,
Max.
What a boss.
4,
What a
right.
champion.
Then
Pass it to the scene or Nexo.
I'm still gonna take my turn.
Oh, right. That was just the minion. Fair.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you're packing a reasonable boost action.
I am packing nothing but reasonable boost actions.
Okay.
I am a support hero, sir.
Okay. Well, if you wanted to give me a boost, we could probably do something here.
Okay. Yeah, I will give you that mosh pit boost then. So it's electricity, and we'll do leadership to try and guide Nexo what he's doing.
Oh, and this also heals. This is not a bad one to use right now.
No, it's not. Oh, why is my min die only a 1?
Okay.
Well, the 5 is
so-
a +2 boost.
Yep, we'll give Nexo a +2 boost. Then all heroes in the yellow and red zones recover 1 health because it's health equal to my min die. So yeah, electricity will come out, roll
Sorry, it's only
over
if you're in the
everybody.
red?
And yellow or red.
Oh, great.
And who you can pass it to?
Nexo. As he gets covered with electricity to do with as he will.
Okay. So yeah, Nexa will get the shock, and it'll, he's taking a lot of damage, so it'll kind of start him up, and he will open a rift below him, drop down, and then I don't know, 20 rifts will open, and 20 Nexos will come out of them and do crazy crossbody splashes on everybody. That's an enemy.
All right.
So I'm going to use Aura of Pain, attack multiple targets using duplication, then take irreducible damage equal to the number of targets hit. So I'll attack however many targets you let me, Brian.
I'm going to go ahead and let you do all of them at this time. In
Nice.
that particular
I will. Yes.
description and situation.
I can smell what you're cooking, and I like it. So duplication, close combat, and I'm in the red. So I'm applying the +2 here, and this is just normal. Normally goes to the mid die. So duplication, close combat, red, roll. Let 2 for a 4 to my mid die.
All right. So 4 attack on everything, basically.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Daxamite has one of your clones, shadow projections, whatever they are, lunging towards him.
Mm-hmm.
And he quickly presses a button, and one of the minions just jerks into the way and takes the hit. So as a reaction, basically, he redirects that hit towards one of his minions. We'll say one of the D8s, who does not make it. So there's one already down.
Yep. Hang on. Let me pull up a document because we might get into the double digits here.
We'll go ahead and have the D6 minion try to save now. Also does not.
Nice.
Okay.
2 ones in a row. Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. So we'll now start checking the rest of the D8 minions. They're still boosted until the start of the Daxamite's next turn. So first one, 4, that's success, right?
So I rolled a 4 with a boost. So yeah, I think so.
Yep.
So that does not count as a hit, right?
No, that's a miss.
Okay, cool.
Well, actually, I believe any damage result is a hit, so it still hits. He just doesn't drop from it.
Okay.
Second D8 does not make it, so he's out. Third, definitely makes it.
But does it still count as a hit?
Yeah, I believe that's a hit.
Okay.
And fourth D8 minion also succeeds, so drops to a D6. And final D8 minion also succeeds. So
okay, but so every minion attack counts, right, as a hit?
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll now test for the lieutenants. Or not. Provide the bonus. The first one fails. So it drops to a D6. And the second lieutenant succeeds, so he maintains as a D8 lieutenant.
Okay. And that does count as a miss, right?
I believe that's still a hit.
Okay.
I believe. I mean, I might have to check on this later, but
like what is a miss?
A result of 0 or less.
A result of 0 or less.
Yeah,
so, like,
basically,
you have to basically be hindered.
I'm sorry.
Any result on an attack does damage, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So they have to test against whatever damage. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So technically, I dealt damage to them. They just retain their dicosity.
Yes.
Yeah, but some of their armor chunked off, so they're still standing, but they just are missing some armor.
That's true.
Okay. So so how many minions were there? Like 8?
There were 8, yes.
Okay. So 8 minions and 2 lieutenants is 10 critters. And I basically but I attacked 1 minion an additional time, right? For the
no, because that minion was actually taken out by that hit that was redirected.
Oh, okay. All right. So I hit 10 things.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 10 damage that I'm taking. Let me look at my sheet here. That's less damage than I had, so I take myself out in the process.
Oh, dang. Okay.
All right. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, nope. So I already used my. Wait, this is not the start of a new round, is it?
No.
No.
So
Okay.
as Nixo goes, that basically leaves it to the lair, who
Well, what a way to go out, though.
is basically have
This
further
is
security.
all I wanted from this ability.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, basically a energy field is going to shoot out and envelop, we'll say, Janora. And you will be hindered with a persistent and exclusive penalty by the standard mid die. So 5, so -2.
Annoying.
You can get rid of or overcome penalties with an overcome action or by generating basically a bonus of like value to apply towards that penalty if you want to try to get out of this inhibiting field. And it'll now tick over to scene will now be in the yellow zone. Don't know that particularly matters for anyone right now. But that'll be the end of the round, and we'll start a new one. And I think I'm going to pass it to Janora.
Eat the penalty and attack, or try to get out from under the penalty.
It is a persistent penalty.
Yeah, that's so bad.
Do you have any ways to overcome and provide to otherwise?
Oh, to like both overcome and do something else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is there to overcome?
I'm under a persistent penalty, a persistent -2 penalty.
Okay.
So not while I'm in the yellow. I can like boost myself and attack while I'm in the red. But that's yeah, I'm just gonna eat it for now and see if I can deal with some of this nonsense. So she is going to start like growing in size, but like hers, it's a lot more awkward because of this field that's keeping her, as she tries to assume that weird Nebula Titan form, but it's a much more constrained version of it given the field. But she'll still try to slam it into as many targets as you'll let me, Brian, because this is again attack multiple targets using size changing power.
Yeah, again, I think I'll go ahead and let you attack everything if you would like.
I would like. So I'll be attacking using size changing, close combat in the yellow, though at a -2 penalty.
All right.
So though my mid is an 8, so that's not too bad. So that's going to be 6 to everything.
Okay. Well, since this is new round, again, the villain will have one of his minions take the hit for him. So one of the minions that are now a D6 is going to roll. So that's a +1 for 4 damage. What'd you roll? An 8? Or no, a 6?
I rolled an 8, so I rolled an 8, which becomes a 6 because I'm hindered.
Yes. Well, that takes out that minion. 3 more D6 minions are here. That one fails, and that one fails. So currently all minions are gone.
Swatted.
And lieutenants, first D6 fails, and the D8, succeeds. So that basically leaves the villain a D4 and a D8 lieutenant here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pass it to Tad.
If you're going to pass it to an ally,
yeah.
Can you pass it to me? Because all I can do is boost people now.
Oh, sure.
So
I'll
I can
pass it
just
to you. That sounds good.
Okay. So all the Nexos fall on the ground, and rifts open under most of them, and they just like fall through except for one. And it's unclear if this is the same Nexo because he's actually wearing his like wrestling costume instead of his suit, which was what he was wearing before. But he will crawl dramatically towards Tad, like he's waiting for like to tag him in. And basically, I'll boost him using teleportation. So, Steven, just include basically a portal somewhere in your description for what you do next.
Okay.
Let me roll the die.
Ted doesn't really understand wrestlings, but he reaches out and is like, "It's a weird time for a high five, bro," and touches Nexo's hand.
Yep. So that's an 11. So
plus 3. Yeah, almost the 4, but 3 is really nice too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had that +2 that is from my own boost earlier. This +3 supersedes that one now? Or can I use them both?
Yeah, you can use them both, since this one is not an exclusive boost, I believe. So,
okay,
you can only use one exclusive boost, but you can use any number of any other kind of boost.
Any other boost.
So,
okay.
Yep.
So soon as I touch Nexo's hands, a little portal opens up beneath my feet, and I'm like, "Wow!" And I fall through, and I land behind the 2 lieutenants. And they don't know what's going on because they just saw me disappear. So I'm going to use a dual strike using my, let's see, what do I have to do for dual strike? I'm going to attack one with gadgets and the other one with medicine. So I'm just going to flick out a little hypodermic needle. So one of these guys I'm going to attack with my mid. But then my second target, I use my min die. Can I split those 2 bonuses to where one goes to my mid and one goes to my min or not?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the +3 on the mid and the +2 on... No, let's flip that around. +2 on the mid and the +3 on the min. And I'm going to attack the number 4 lieutenant with this, if that makes sense.
All right.
Oh, these all suck. All of them suck. I was sitting here gleefully cackling that Brian rolled like 5 1s in a row during Nexo's attack during the fence, and here I roll a 2, a 1, and a 2. On that, though, the mid die, which is a 2, is now a 4. And the min die, which is a 1, is now gets the +3, and it is also a 4. So both those guys get hit with a 4.
All right. So the D4 does not succeed and is taken out. The D8 succeeds with a 6, so is not reduced. That 1D8 lieutenant's really sticking in there.
Yeah.
And for those Rodrigo, that URL that I put in there earlier breaks down the attacks. Every attack hits, the damage dealt accounts for the target attempting to defend themselves. Not all attacks deal damage, and runs through that.
Well, I know that now.
Yeah. And then Tad, I guess the other hypodermic needle just kind of plunks off the other lieutenant's back as he turns around and looks at me, and I'm like, oh boy. And I'm going to say, Ducaius, you a little help?
Yay. So my minion still has the whole defend up, so it just drops right now, right?
Should actually, I think he should have used it on the last attack on him, but it's not like it reduced him anyways. So you could have him conceivably block.
Oh, did he get attacked in there? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he does the defend again. 1.
With the 1.
Boo. So I'm still in the red. I'm going to use Call the Roadies to bring the other 2 Guys, out. Create 2 minions using Infernal, one with a max die, one with a mid die. Each of them will get a basic action. So Infernal and Leadership. And we'll roll that. Yay. The 9 gets me a D10 minion, and the 6 gets me a D8 minion. Malleus, the lead guitar, is going to be an attacker. And Byleth, the drummer, is going to be a hindrance. Or hinderer.
As the lead guitar, is that the D10?
But yes, do the lead guitar as the D10, and the drummer is the D8. And that will be me. So everyone I've got to pass to is a bad guy.
That's okay.
I suppose.
The minions are gone.
Suppose for the time being.
And
And a D6 on the drummer.
And a D6 or D8. 4 to 7 is a D8.
Oh, okay.
So we'll pass it to the lieutenants after that.
Okay. So the remaining lieutenant. Suppose is going to turn around and swing at Tad, who plinked the hypodermic needle on him. For 4 damage.
That takes me down to exactly 0 hit points, which triggers my resurrection interrupt once per issue. If you would go to 0 health, roll gadgets, medicine, and my red zone die, and your health becomes that number. So whatever these are, I guess, added together.
Added together?
Let's see, 8, 9. Yeah. Yep,
I guess
my
yeah,
gadgets plus medicine plus my red zone die, that is my health. So I am up to 9, which actually puts me back into the yellow zone. So the lieutenant punches Tad right in his gut, and Tad like crunches over, and you hear like bones popping and stuff. And then suddenly Tad's body flips back, straight back, and his hair starts to stand up, and his arms are all stretched out. His eyes open up, and they go really wide, and you hear this voice. It's probably Tad's grandfather going, "Physician, heal thyself." And Tad is still standing.
Okay. Well, the lieutenants are going to pass it to the Gruesomite. Gruesomite, who looks around, notices that there ain't any of his minions still standing, and frantically starts pressing buttons on his chair. And once again, summons more. Basically, more shocks will go through the various bodies and pieces of bodies, and they will rise back up.
No! How many hit points does this dude got?
See.
Well, he hasn't really taken any hits because he keeps letting minions. I don't know how this is tricky because we can't attack him if he's got minions up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That said, if you've got a single attack, you might as well attack him because, that at least eats a minion.
So he will spawn a number of minions equal to the max die. The starting die size for those minions is the same as the min die. So he rolled 7 for the max, and the min die is D4. So a bunch of piddling minions can make sense considering he's trying to.
Yeah. If they were stronger, I guess if somehow he had summoned 2 stronger minions, you could explain that.
Yes.
Well, at least the Dukes of Hell are here.
Yes. At least the whole band is here.
Yeah.
Holy crap, we got 8 minions on us now? Ugh.
Nope, 7.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that somehow makes it better.
It's one less.
It's just there's so many of them. But we can't hit Grishamite until we get rid of all the minions, right?
That's a reaction. If you guys,
Yeah, so he can only do that if we can stack it up properly. Like he only, if say someone puts like a single attack on him, then I could unleash a mega attack which would hit him and the minions.
Oh, okay. All right.
And he will pass it to the scene. I'm going to go ahead and say that minions aren't available to act this round, but it's almost irrelevant as it's nearly the end of the round. But let's see, and we'll have his lair also spawn a lieutenant.
No.
oh, Lair, what are you doing?
So another
Oh my god.
door opens up, and another one of these vaguely humanoid creatures. Let's see. It's the mid dice, a D10, so D10 minion shows up.
Ugh.
And that'll be the end of the round, and we'll pass it to. We'll go to Dicaius. Let him have some fun here.
All right, so I'd recommend slamming him if at all possible, or having someone slam him to try to trigger his reaction.
All right. We're gonna start with the bassist and do his defend action, and get another one. Then we will go to the drummer and have him hinder. Should I hinder a lieutenant or hinder the Grushamite?
Hinder the Grushamite, so I'll make fewer minions.
All right. Yeah, we'll hinder the Grushamite. He'll grab him up in some of his tentacles and with a 6.
He'll play in 5/4 time and confuse him.
All right. So a 6 is a -3. No, 2. -2.
All right, and then we should attack him. Is the general consensus if we're attacking?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want, yeah, exactly. Just to make him destroy his own minions.
Yeah, the lead guitar, I'll attack him. Attack the Grushamite. So that's the D10.
All right.
With a 9.
Well, he'll go ahead and send one of the minions to block that, since this is a new round. So, anyways, but that does take out one of the minions.
Oh boy.
And Dicaius, what are you doing?
That is a good question. I'm assuming Steven's in a squishy position because
I'm in a yellow zone, but
position.
But listen, I can throw minions. I can do a precise strike. I can, I've got some options. I'm okay right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't do a. We're gonna use the power of hell. Attack using infernal. Use my max die plus a bonus equal to the number of minions I have. So infernal. We're gonna do otherworldly mythos as I'm channeling this into a full-on spell type attack. And
Hex Storm.
Yeah. Oh my god. Ooh. Why can't I roll?
Because you keep saying, oh my god, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, your patron is angry at you for being too pious.
What?
Pious?
I have a conflicted ethos. But I guess with the number of minions I have is a bonus, so I guess that's a 7 on an attack at his face, at the Grushamite's face.
All right. Well, he already used his reaction, so he will take that 7 damage
and fall over dead.
No, not likely right now.
What is he, some kind of tad?
I thought maybe he had his flying hover chair would have spun out of control and threw him right into the reactor.
Oh, it does kind of teeter back a bit, but he's pops right back up. Who you gonna pass it to there, Dicaius?
We will toss it over to Nexo.
Okay. Who hasn't gone yet?
Everyone except Dukaius.
Everyone.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, in that case, Nexo will point at the enemies and then like kind of point on himself at like what he is trying to say to Janora is like a softer spot in their armor or like rock armor. And he will boost her, also giving her some mild teleportation powers. So I'll just use my teleportation die. So 5 is
so +2.
+2.
Okay, well,
And I'll
that'll
toss it to
negate
her, I guess.
the hindering -2. So we'll say that the teleportation allows her, at least for now, to squeeze out from under that that field that she's got put under. If that's so that I'll be rolling just even as I slam again into everything in the room.
All right.
Really mediocre roll though. So I guess my mid die is 1. Ugh.
Ooh,
Oh, but
yeah.
yeah, that's really bad. Well, we'll see if anything comes of it.
But you have a bonus, right?
No, because
From
I
your
have a
boost?
penalty and a bonus, so they negate each other.
Okay. All right.
Well, the Grushamite takes a glancing blow. I'll roll for the lieutenants.
Hey,
The D8 actually fails and is reduced to a D6, actually. And the D10 lieutenant succeeds. No change. Now minions. Succeeds, 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 and succeeds. So no change on the minions.
It was a
Underwhelming.
tough ask
Yep.
to get a 1 and knock anyone out, unfortunately.
Yep.
Well, you did knock down a minion down a size, so you must have got a good wallop on him, but rest seem to be unfazed. And who is going next?
I have a question.
Sure.
If somebody is down, like Nexo is down, but I have a power that says nearby ally recovers health equal to my max die, does that give health back to Nexo?
I'm kind of thinking no, but that's largely just me considering how a card game works.
The card game, yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure if this RPG says otherwise. I'll check that later, but I'm going to say no right now.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm going to. I feel like, man, I feel like I should punch this Grishamite right in the face if I can. I'm gonna
do
use
it while
my
he's spent.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my precise strike. I'm gonna attack using close combat, which is down a little bit because of my back injury. And I'm also going to use. I'm gonna have. I've got some little springs on my shoes. I've got a gadget in my shoes that'll help me bounce up to where he's at, so I can punch him with close combat. And I'm in the yellow. So attack using close combat. Ignore all penalties on this attack. Ignore any defend actions, and it cannot be affected by reactions. And I'm going to use my +2 bonus on this as well. So that would be my mid die, which is a 6. And so a +2 would be an 8.
All right. 8 going to the Grushamite?
Yeah.
All right. He takes a
And
pretty...
It says ignore penalties, ignore any defend actions. So he can't defend, right? So he would take the full force?
That's correct.
Cool.
Yeah, he takes a pretty solid punch there. Kind of reels back and again rights himself. Who would be going next?
Where's my girlfriend? And I'm going to throw it to... Oh, man. Everybody's gone.
Yeah, now it's all bad guys in the scene.
I guess I'm going to throw it to the Grushamite.
All right. The Grushamite Again, reels back from that punch and bells out, "You insolent fools! I'll show you here." So Nexo's the only one still, or let's see. Nexo's the only one that's out, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Currently.
Basically, he will press some buttons, and basically all the minions will swarm forward and lunge at Tad. So he's going to attack using Lightning Calculator, using max die with a bonus equal to the number of minions.
Uh-oh.
Rude.
Say Lightning Calculator and
Friggin'
leadership.
copycat.
Oh, my magical shield only works on other people, not myself.
We still at 7 minions?
Looks like 6.
6?
Because the
I took one out.
Gershomite threw that one guy in the path. As he got destroyed, he was like, "Yes, master, thank you for this glory."
Fair. So that gives him a D10. So did that roll? Did it roll the result? Because for some reason it's not letting me load up.
Yes,
the
it
chat
did.
log.
It's got lightning calculator. D6 equals a 3. Your leadership D5 or D8 is a 5, and your 5 to 8 minions D10 is a 9.
Ooh. So a 9 plus 6 is 15 damage to you, Tad.
Oh, I'm dead. It's nice knowing everybody. I'm out.
So, one, I've got a hinder on him.
Oh. So minus
For-
2. That's true. 13 damage?
If it's more than 9, I am out.
I can only get it down by 3 right now.
Yeah, that's all right.
And the defend from my bassist.
Yep, sorry. Sorry, everybody. I tried.
No.
Guy had a stronger chin than I thought he would.
What's your out action?
If I hadn't
I can boost an ally
really
using my red die.
biffed so badly on my multi-attack, this wouldn't be as bad.
That's okay. It's fun times. This is only, the second issue, so.
So we're probably being canceled.
And with that, the Grishmite's going to pass it to his minions, and they will skitter over the now limp body of Tad towards the rest of the crew. We have Janora, Ducaius, and his 3 minions that are up. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say D6 or D4s all around to each of you. First one, we'll say Ducaius. 2.
Okay, hold on. I have 2 possible reactions.
Okay.
So one of them is when I'm attacked, I can redirect it to a nearby minion. The other one is reduce any damage I take by the number of minions I have. Do I have to declare them in this particular order?
Are these both reactions?
Yes.
Do you have any way to get more than one reaction?
I don't, but so
I believe.
Do I have more than one window to react?
Yeah, I think basically the attack rolls on you, and then you can choose to react.
Okay. Then I'll use minion formation, which I don't think we actually we forgot to name, but it lets me reduce the amount of damage I take by the number of minions I have. So,
I mean, minion formation is a good name for a song.
All right. Well, I'll have another minion attack Janora for 3 damage.
I'll defend on that one with my vitality. So give me a second.
All right.
So though I'm still persistently hindered, so I'm only gonna take off 1 of that.
All right. Fair enough.
So it's a total of 2 damage. So okay. Ouch.
All right. I will have one of the minions attack the bassist for 1. Roll that D4.
Hey, he successfully defends.
That's true. Can't roll worse than 1, as far as I know. Next one's going to attack the lead guitar for 3.
Oh, I just mean he had the defense roll of a 1-up.
Oh, right.
Actual action.
Also that.
I save.
All right, so he still drops a die.
Oh, it does?
Just normal minions, right? They follow minion rules.
That's what it says.
All right, so yep. If they succeed, they just drop a die. If they fail, they're taken out. So he drops a d8, and the drummer will take 3. So he will become that d6. And last one, I think, is going to go for Janora, 4 damage.
Okay.
And they'll pass it to the lieutenants. It's going to have the d10 attack Janora for 3.
Okay.
And the d6 attack Ducaius for 3.
Ow.
And go to the scene. Marks the second yellow.
Wow, we are only in the second yellow, and we have 2 guys down. Nice. Well done, Brian. Way to have us be swarmed with minions.
Well, I suppose that's what this guy was designed for.
Yeah,
It is
also,
very much that.
I remember when we did the playthrough, we were also swarmed by those little robot minions a couple of times.
Yeah, minions
I
are
suppose
mean.
so. The spider
It's
bots.
action.
Yeah.
Action economy. If you get more attacks, you have the huge upper hand.
And I think a similar inhibitor field like what's on Janora is going to activate on Ducaius. So you will be hindered for mid-die with a persistent and exclusive 6, so -2.
Gross.
And then the scene's going to pass it to Janora.
Okay. Well, I've been kind of hoping to get a boost before going, but what a mess. I feel like I still have to try to get rid of some of these minions. So, unless anyone has a better suggestion, I'm just probably gonna like area attack again.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing, and fish for low rolls from Brian, which would seem like it would be an easy thing, but once you get him on the chair,
he rolled all those ones before, so
he did all
And then he
those
rolled
ones
all
so that I
those-
would blow myself up. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, still back to being constrained by the field, having lost her teleportation damage. She's still going to try to eke out as much of her nebula form to smash these minions before we all fall down.
All right.
So, well, my mid die is much better this time at a 5.
Ooh, nice.
Or sorry, I guess it's
Well,
a 3 with the penalty.
the
The
penalty,
thing I'm
that's
still
right.
under. But D4s, man. I'm hoping.
Okay, well, we'll have the Grishamite will go ahead and do his reflexive action to block one in a tentacle with a minion.
Thank you, Master.
And I guess that minion saves. When minions are D4s, they act like lieutenants. So if they successfully save, they stick around.
Just stay.
Yep. And we'll go ahead and have that minion take the attack that's directed against it and not save. So it ultimately ends up going out anyway. Next minion, say it was a 3, right?
Correct.
Okay, yep. Next minion saves. The one after that saves. 3, 4. That one fails. 5 also fails. And last minion succeeds. All right. Lieutenants, D6 saves, and D10 saves. All right. Well, you took out half the minions.
I'll take it.
And who's going next?
I will send it to Nexo.
Okay. Nexo will again, as he's very theatrically flopping over his back, raising one hand at some of the devices, and is going to try to uses teleportation powers to mess with the thing that's casting the suppression ray or whatever on the demon. Sorry, I forgot your character's name.
Ducaius.
Ducaius. Okay, yeah. I'm like desperately looking through my notes. Yeah. So I'll just yeah. So he's trying to like basically use his teleportation field to mess with that. So I'll just roll my teleportation die to boost Ducaius. Boop. That's a 6. So that's going to be a +2.
Nice.
Yay, negates the
And
negative.
And I will pitch it to Tad.
I will look out across the surviving heroes, and I will determine that Janora needs a boost. She needs to overcome these things that are troubling her. So I will give her a boost, and I roll a 4.
Also a +2.
So
All
you
right,
get a
well, that'll-
+2.
Negate my persistent next time. Thank you.
So how are you boosting?
I have no idea. I just that's a good question.
Your
I'm just kind of letting
ability. What's your ability? Has you roll your
red die.
your status die?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's
So it's
that's
like,
the way it was.
Shaky hand, raise up a gun, and shoot like a stimulant hyper.
Yeah, I'll shoot a stimulant. Not knowing what stimulants do to these aliens, I'll shoot her with a stimulant.
Yeah, I assume that since Janora is psychic, she would just see a montage of all the fun times she's had with Tad. You know, getting into the van and then being like, "I don't want to go in your van." Then being like, "Okay, you can ride shotgun in the van." You know, just all the good times.
Yeah. so many smells, so many
Yeah.
memories.
Yep.
All right.
So you are boosted, and I guess let's see. So Ducaius is the only one left of the heroes.
You
so
can throw it at the bad guys.
I'll go ahead then and allow the minions to go.
All right. We'll have the minions go. There's only 3, so first I'll have one attack Janora for 1.
You save.
Okay.
1 to Ducaius for 4.
Am I able to react yet, or does that need to be? Do I have to take another turn first?
No, it's once the round starts, you can react.
Okay.
Your react refreshes.
I am going to use the same one, the minion formation, reduced by the number of minions I have. So I will only take 1.
All right. And we'll have the last minion attack your lead guitarist because he's probably the scariest for 2.
I guess
And
that's
he
a save?
saves barely. Yes. Okay. I believe so. That's what I've been ruling, at least.
Oh, boy.
I might have to double check, because maybe not, but he still drops to a d6 being a minion. And I guess the minions will pass it to... I'll just go up the chain to the lieutenants. And we'll have the D10 attack Janora.
Now I'm in the red, so I'm going to use absorb strength. So when it smacks her, she's going to defend, and her skin will briefly turn rocky, just like its. So I'm actually going to use my shape-shifting to defend, and I'll be boosting myself with the same roll.
All right.
Oh, and you have that +2 from Tad.
Sweet. So yeah, I've got the +2 from Tad, which negates my -2. So that's going to be what, a +3?
Yeah, that'll be a +3.
And so I defend with 3.
Hit.
So I only take 3. Is that correct?
That. You defend with 3 as well?
Yeah, I defend
All
with 3 and boost 3.
No, well, you defend with the same die, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Oh, well, the defense, you just
Oh,
use
right.
the die
Yes.
result.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Fair enough. That's what I meant. Sorry. So I boost 3 and then successfully fully defend. Yep.
All right. And we'll have the D6 attack to Caius for 6.
Ow!
And have you actually gone this round to Caius?
I have
Yeah,
not.
you did. Oh wait, no.
All right.
You're right.
No.
It's just been passed around to the knocked out people. I forgot.
Fair enough. We'll have you go then.
Oh boy. Well, let's do minions. First, the bassist and his defense.
Hey, a 4.
Cool. That'll hopefully come in handy. Then we will use the drummer and hinder. We'll hinder the Grushamite again. Because, yeah,
Okay.
for 1.
-1. Yeah. Better than nothing.
And then the Grushamite's already been attacked, or already used his reaction, right?
Uses reaction,
correct.
yes.
Yep. So smack him.
Yep, we'll have the guitarist attack for 2.
For 2. All right.
Which I guess is better hitting the Grushamite at that point, because most of those things would save against the 2.
Well, he lets out a little yelp as he is slightly singed by flame.
Then we will do Mosh Pit for the heals, because I'm at 1.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Who are you boosting?
Electricity, leadership, and I will be boosting Janora.
Sweet.
I can boost a minion, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boost your minion if you want.
And then you could take that boost and buff up a new minion if you make more minions.
Yeah, I'm trying to survive around so I can make more minions.
Oh, also, you got a +2 bonus from me.
Yeah, but I've got a -2 on the hinder.
Just so you remember, you got like a net -1, right?
No, I'm a net neutral.
Oh, okay.
Although Brian can actually apply that to different dice because I use 2 dice on this. So we'll throw the boost at my attacking minion, my guitarist.
Okay.
On this, so yeah.
Yep.
All right, so both my
That's not
min
bad.
die and my mid die are 4s.
I will.
When do we
hinder...
choose? Yeah, who chooses first?
I'm not sure who chooses first, but I'll just say I will hinder the healing to be a jerk like that.
Yeah, you're a
That's jerky.
jerk. I'm gonna boost the healing because boosting the boost doesn't actually do anything right now.
Fair.
Good call.
So all heroes in the yellow and red gain 4 health.
Okay.
And then my guitarist gets a +2.
Yep.
Floating, right? Cool.
Yeah.
I will throw this at the Grushamite then.
I don't know that I necessarily want to create more minions right now. I think we'll just have them once again call for a surging attack and have minions swarm Janora. So he's got 3 right now, so D8 for
Already used my
status.
reaction, so I'm just going to take this.
Leadership and lightning calculator. So max die +3 for 10 damage.
Ow. Well, back to the red up with me.
And then he'll pass it to the scene. So it ticks into the 3rd yellow. And the environment. Let's see. I think we'll just have the automated turrets fire off again. attacking everyone with using the min die.
Okay, so for 2.
So just 2. Yep. To everyone, including minions.
Hey, that's something.
Can my bassist defend me?
Yes.
Cool. He's going to defend me with that 4 that
Alright.
he rolled on his defend action. And then he's going to attempt to save. And succeed.
Okay. So he sticks around.
Guitarist succeeds.
Nice.
And drummer
Succeeds.
Oh, I forgot about the hinder on the Grushamite that I had put on there, so that should be 1 less damage that Janora took.
Oh, hey, I'll take it.
All right. So your bad
I like
mates
that we
all dropped
never-
to D4s.
I like that we never settled what this comic is called. I think it's called The Dukes of Hell, starring some other guys.
Yeah, right.
I think it's because it's in the Modern City thing. It's part of the Modern City Adventures. It's the third
Modern
spin-off of
City, the
Modern
Dukes
City.
of Hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely the
so-
launching point for Dukes of Hell with like some other characters like trying to like pull everybody in. Oh, this one has like an alien and a masked wrestler. Cool. Nope, it's about a band.
I think at the start of the next round, we'll go ahead and pass it back to Ducaius. See what he can do here.
Oh boy. Bassist defends. 2 is better than nothing. The drummer will hinder the Grushamite for 1. And the guitarist. Do I have to use the boost?
No,
that I
you do
gave
not.
him?
You can choose not to, yeah.
Okay.
You have to use penalties. You do not have to use boosts.
But
Yeah.
are you thinking of saving it for like defense? Because he might not get attacked.
So
Minion makers, when they make minions, they can cash in existing boosts to pump up their new minions.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Minion farms. When I create a minion during a scene, I may discard 1 bonus I have access to on me or a willing ally to add one of a bunch of forms. And I've got like 8 options on there, so I can do some crazy stuff. Do my minions go away as soon as I go down?
I'm actually kind of guessing no, but we can go with that at this time if you like.
I'm just having flashbacks to the last time we played Sentinels of the Multiverse. And John's character was just picking the leader off 1 point at a time every round for an hour.
It was great. I loved it. We'll actually just go ahead and use the attack or use the bonus. It was a +2, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
And he will attack the Grushamite.
All right. Well,
For 6.
That is a pretty good hit, but the Grushamite does have a fresh reaction, so he will send one of his minions in the way.
Which will die.
Which will die.
I mean, I waste his reaction, or spend his reaction, and I get rid of a minion. Sounds like a win to me. Then, I want to get us back up into a place where we're not terrified of dying in 1 round. So we're going to mosh pit some more with the same stuff and give that boost back to my attacker.
So, min die D2. You still have that persistent penalty, so I'm going to have that reduce the healing.
Well, that was a waste.
Mean.
+2 to the attacker.
Yeah. Who's just snapping with electricity at this point. Let's see if we can't actually control this narrative a little better and throw the turn at the Grushamite.
All right. Well, the Grushamite sees his forces fairly diminished again. So he is going again, try to revive some minions. And he has to roll
I will be hindering
Genetic
this.
Manipulator. All right. And he makes a number of minions equal to the max die, and the starting die size is the same as the min die. So again, he rolls a 10. Min die is a d6.
Wow.
So, and I
I'm legit
accidentally
thinking maybe
deleted.
we should retreat.
I'm kind of with you after that, but we're only going to get 9 minions because he's hindered.
Oh no.
Fair enough. All right.
Look, Brian rolled just well enough to prevent me from making the minions, yeah.
I mean, like, do we have any sense of how injured this guy is?
I'd say he seems moderately injured. His containment suit seems to be fairly fractured.
These minions don't get to act this turn, right?
Fair. I will say no.
And he's already used his reaction.
And he's already
Yes.
used his reaction.
Ugh.
And
I
you do
mean,
get to wall up everything in the scene, so
Yeah, I could just try to Hail Mary, slam everything.
And I guess with that, we'll have the Grushamite pass it to the minions, and we'll have
The
them
2 minions.
2 minions. Have the first one attack Denora,
Okay.
and the second one for 3 to Denora, and the second one to Dicaius for 3 as well. We'll have
I will use the basis defend to reduce that by 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
We'll have the lieutenants go. D10 to Denora for 5.
I'm gonna have to use my reaction because otherwise that's gonna knock me down. So let me decide what my best chance is gonna be to deal with that. I guess I'll use absorb strength again. So, but that is not enough. So I go down.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
And the D6 to Dicaius.
Oh wait, no, it was only 5. Sorry. So he had 5. I rolled 4, so I take 1, putting me at 1 hit point.
Oh,
also,
dang.
did you use the boost that you'd gotten from the previous one?
No, I was saving that for the attack though. But I guess
That's fair.
are you factoring in the penalty you get though?
no. So I guess I will use the boost after all, because otherwise I would go down.
Which means you don't take
That's
any
fair.
damage.
Yeah, I'll just stay at 2 hit points. But I do then boost myself again, because that's how that power works. So I boost myself for 4
2.
is 2? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
And who is the other one attacking?
The other one's attacking you, Rob, for
I
1.
kind of figured I'm going to react with minion formation and reduce it by the number of minions I have.
Okay.
Look, this is the last attack this turn. Is it the last attack, or the scene has an attack, can't it?
It can. We also have lieutenants have not gone.
This is the lieutenants going.
That was lieutenants. All right. And then...
So the scene is going.
fair.
So I will take the 1 damage because it doesn't kill me.
Well, yeah, I think you both already have persistent exclusive penalties on you, so we'll have the automated turrets go off.
Boo.
Otherwise, I could create more minions or lieutenants.
And then we were all captured by this alien and experimented on.
Perhaps. Wow. Okay. So 1 damage to all heroes.
I have no bonus hit points.
To all hero targets.
All right. So since they can't fail their save, do you want me to make the saves?
That's fair. No, you don't have to.
Okay. And I am going to react to this one by with minion formation.
All right. So they just tank it.
So yeah, we all just tank it.
All right. And then the scene ticks into the red zone. And Janora, have you gone this round?
No, I have not gone.
All right, we'll pass it to
None of the
Janora.
heroes have gone other than me.
Yeah. Just Dukaias is
mean-
the only one who's gone.
Do I like try to go down in Blaze of Glory or just run out of here?
So we have the ability to give me the boosts off of both Tad and Nexo so as I can heal us back up and give you
Okay.
a boost. So if you want to try and wipe these guys out, toss to Tad, toss to Nexo, toss to me so as I can toss back to you so we can do another mass thing.
I mean, I could also
We
try
might
I
be
could
able
also
to do this.
I could also heal myself. I mean, that feels like we're just treading water, but
Yeah, but
I mean,
you're
I
also
will
the
say,
only.
Rob
sorry,
has
what
a
were you saying,
plan.
Rodrigo?
I was going to say, I will let you basically escape the scene with a successful overcome action to basically
Mhm.
find either a way out or to hide.
Mm-hmm. What were you saying, Rodrigo?
Rob has a multi-heal. You have a self-heal, right?
Correct.
It's like, yeah. So you have a multi-attack. Rob has a multi-heal. Like I think the play here is again either you save yourself, or we basically chain hero turns over the course of 2 rounds and try to take them out with like bonuses and heals.
All right, let's try it. I'll unleash. I've got my penalty is being negated by the bonus I currently have, so let's roll it out there.
Woo!
Mid is going to be 6, so not too bad.
There we go.
Nice. All right. So who are you passing it to, Janora?
Are you going
Well,
to do
I-
the
was there-
saves or?
Oh,
Yeah, are you-
oh, this is the multi-attack?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were healing.
No, I decided to go crazy.
Okay,
I'm healing.
fair enough. All right. First, the D4 minions. Oh, you rolled a 6?
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah,
All right,
so
they're gone.
not so much of that.
Yes. D6 minions. We'll just 9d6. What?
They
They all
die.
fail. Wow, okay.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
Fair enough. D6 lieutenant
Nope.
and the D10 lieutenant.
All right.
Yeah.
These sticks are.
That D10 lieutenant is a tough bugger. All right. So
Brian, don't delete the
and,
D6.
Okay.
Too late.
No,
Wrong D6.
just keep one.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Oh, and actually, the one lieutenant wouldn't actually be taken out. He just dropped to a D4 since he failed.
Yeah.
And then Dylan takes 6 as some pretty gnarly cracks are forming in his suit. And with that, who's going next?
I guess Dukaias.
It's either Tad or Nexo.
Yeah.
Oh, all right then. We'll go.
I
with,
started this round.
Right, I forgot. All right, then let's send it to Tad.
You need to boost me.
I need to boost, and I'm going to boost.
Dukaias. Yeah.
Dukaias is who I will boost with my red die for a 1.
+1, Rob.
Plus
Oh, boy.
1, Rob.
All right, Nexo.
all right. I will also boost Dukaias. I guess this time by he's like weird magic and he's from hell, so I will actually give him a little tiny like teleport hole. Like I'll give him a portable hole that he can just move around and put wherever he wants and like stretch
Oh,
out
boy.
if he needs to. So that's this is a boost with my teleportation die.
Gosh.
10 on the die.
So +3.
There you go.
All right. So I've got total of +4 with a 3 and
Yeah.
a 1 on this.
And a
Oh, and I
-2
assume-
persistent.
So do I get to toss it to him at the beginning of the scene if I want, or at the beginning of the next
Yeah,
round?
if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that. right? That's the master plan.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Yep.
yep. I'll toss it to Dukias.
All right. we're gonna mosh pit some more because I need us to not
I'm at
die.
1 hit point.
I'm at 3. So it's electricity. We'll use otherworldly mythos, channeling the from the energies from hell in that teleportation circle that I got. And we'll roll. All right. What are you screwing me over with, Brian?
Well, I'll go ahead and just apply the penalty to the healing.
Of course. Sensible.
Did you do your minions?
Oh, I did not do my minions. I'm sorry.
So just hold on to that for a
defense
moment.
minion gets a 1. Hinder minion on the Grushamite gets a 3,
So
which
minus
is still
1.
1.
Yep.
And attack minion has a plus 2. Is that
I think
what
so.
I got last time?
Yeah.
So yeah, might as well. And he'll attack the Grushamite for 5.
And there's no minions to block, so he'll take it.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
And his hover chair seems to be smoking and sparking pretty bad right now.
Okay. We'll be throwing the boost at Janora this time, which I should have said beforehand, but whatever. And I will be applying all 4 to the healing. So with your minus 2, that gives us 5 hit points back,
Nice.
Okay.
which is
It's 5 times the healing I had, or the hit points I had.
woo. we can take more than 1 hit.
Yeah, right?
Hopefully. Should we pass to... Do we want to go for another all-out hit?
Yeah,
So
you might as
currently
well.
doesn't have any
'cause-
minions,
Might as
so
well.
like
Yeah,
Right?
pass
yeah.
it to me and I'll punch him.
Oh, I meant
Yeah.
do we toss it back to Tad and Nexo to get you more boosts to just go for an all?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, yeah, good
please,
point.
because
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
All right.
I was like, weirdly, Rob is not thinking that. Oh no, he's galaxy braining me. Okay,
Yeah, Rob had this figured out.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll toss it back to Tad.
Janora,
as Janora gets
avenge me with a roll of 6. So you
Nice.
get,
So plus 2.
and I'll
That's great.
pass it off to Nexo.
I will. Yeah, I'll probably do what I did before and basically use a teleport, use a space-time hole to get in the way of the beam that's hindering her with my teleportation. So
oh
That's
wow,
a 12.
Nice.
Holy crap.
so that's a +4.
it's a +4.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay, sweet. So now you're passing it to me.
Now I am passing it to you.
So should I just I could surprise shift and just attack with shapeshifting using my max die and just go straight for him.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right,
let's
cool.
just really hope that this is a droid ship situation.
Yeah, I should hope so. All right, so then I've got a total of +6 in boosts. Can I basically stack both of them and then my hinder, so I've got a net of +4?
You've got a +8 in boosts because I also boosted you.
Oh, right. Okay, sweet. And I'm in the red, so all right, then we're gonna use surprise shift as she quickly condenses all of her nebula form back into the starfish and just slaps at him with the force of all her tentacles.
Nice.
So my max die is going to be
9.
9. So +8 is, but -2 still. So
we're at a 15.
Total. Yep, it is 15.
Nice. So with that, he is flung to the floor. His hover chair just shatters to pieces, and he just lets out a "curse you" before slumping over into unconsciousness. And with that,
Nice.
his minions kind of just slump over themselves and go inert. And I think this is where we'll leave it until you're able to explore further next time.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for checking this out. This is one of those down to the wire things. I was joking about it before, but it seems like, Rob, you've played probably Sentinels more than any of us. That's how a lot of these games go when you're playing the card game, not necessarily just the RPG game.
Mhm.
So I kind of like that we have to kind of pick away little by little, round after round, to get these guys down.
I think we could have been doing a lot better about managing the turn order.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
it's like,
I mean, last round I could have
is-
also saved the scene for last and really just
Yeah.
took you guys out, I think. But
yeah, I think your group really has to figure out how optimal they want to be, and the game master has to match that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is like, if you have a group that does really strongly consider turn order to maximize, to like squeeze every last drop from a bonus or from bonuses or whatever, then the game master also needs to be, stacking things up and basically cranking up the damage or whatever to a point where it's actually going to cause problems for the party.
Well, I should get some
Yeah.
sleep, but thank you, Brian. This was super fun.
All right. Thanks,
Yeah, no
everybody, for
problem.
checking us out this week. We will be back next time to find out what's going on with this guy. And until then, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2022 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.